Let's move this window so I can see chat. Let's not have my second screen play audio into my microphone. That'd be an adventure, wouldn't it? Okay. Come here, little microphone. There we go. Okay. As per the usual, I imagine people will trickle in as they start trickling in. That's fine. This is a good chill Friday night. Hope you all have had a not so stressful week. And I sincerely hope that this case, gets us some entertainment. You're probably gonna be working, God you wish. Yeah, I just hope people have had a less stressful week than me. That's all. Hopefully it was okay, and things are going good, or as good as they can for all of you guys. Let me make sure I have everything set up properly, and we could begin with today's attempt to help out poor Edgeworth. All right. We're on investigation day 2. Hello, Lycosone. Welcome, welcome. Let's get ourselves started. We have a big task today. Why did I save across 2 files exactly? You know what? I don't know if I know the answer to that question. Welcome.com, Technicolor Dusty, Lycosone. Hope you all are doing well. Let's get back to this investigation and see if we can help Edgeworth out. Hopefully. December 26th, the Tension Center Visitors Room. Maya? Hey, Nick, it's you! Technicolor Dusty, the way that comes when you're... I know you mean Autodesk, Maya, but it's absolutely hilarious for you to say that when Maya is on screen. Hey Ed, welcome, welcome. We're just getting started. I'm glad Mr. Edgeworth made it through the day okay. It's a relief. Hey, why'd you do that anyway? I don't know. I just knew I had to do something. I know I'm not the lawyer my sister was. I'm sorry. Well, you did save the trial. Just behave from now on, okay? Okay. Have you been questioned yet? No, not yet. Detective Gumshoe was here just now. He said, seeing as this is your first offense, we'll let you go after questioning. Oh, and he wanted me to get bail money ready. You can pay for me, okay? Maya, we have no money. Maya. Huh? How much? I don't know. I guess they'll send you a bill or something. Why do I picture giant bales of money every time I hear the word bail? Any luck with Mia? None. I can't get through to her at all. I tried. I really did. I don't know what to do. We're getting paid in burgers and pixie sticks for our other cases, apparently. I mean, the last major case the game showed us was in, like, October? So, I don't know how these two are paying rent. Hey, Lord Racer. Welcome. We are on the 4th case of this game. I'm doing okay. Hope you're doing well. And Phoenix does tend to do pro bono. That's true. That probably doesn't help. I should still consider law school. Yeah, perhaps. So we're not even being paid in pixie sticks and burgers. Seriously, how are these two paying rent? I think I probably shouldn't have stopped my training. She sounds like she really did do her best. I should check and see if there are any waterfalls in the local area. I wonder if I'll ever see my sister again. Oh. Oh, that's sad. It's okay, buddy. Alright, don't need waterfalls. Oh gosh, there's a lot of messages in chat all of a sudden. My chat window is so tiny on this screen. Man, Maya, it's almost like this trial is bringing up trauma or something. Yeah, you don't think. Oh my gosh. God, where do we go after this? I think after the Maya, you go to the actual police department. Maybe. Yes. Okay. I mean, if I got it wrong, there's only so many places we need to check for people. December 26th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Detective Gumshoe's not here. Gumshoe's at the scene again today. Huh? Oh, really? He's a live wire, that one. Got into a fight with the chief for not following protocol. Yeah, we need to go bail Maya out. Not following protocol? I bet he wouldn't help them build the case against Edgeworth. Gumshoe, can you let Maya out? December 26th, Gourd Lake Park entrance. There are fewer than there were yesterday, but the cops are still around in the park. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe is here today. He's gotta be somewhere, right? Maybe he's at the beach. Or maybe Larry is here. Larry's always fun. Haven't seen Larry around today at all. Wow, Phoenix is just all alone today. Probably off paying through the nose on a date with the lovely Keonce. Knowing Larry, probably. Let's see. Is Lotta here? Oh, there's Gumshoe. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Hey, pal. Trial today at her Yes? But what about the trial? Your boy. Gumshoe's a good boy. Well, I was gonna say good show, but it wasn't really all that. Though you did save Mr. Edgeworth, I guess. I just wasn't sure how to thank you, you know? Thanks? You doing alright, buddy? Detective Gumshoe? Any idea what strategy Von Karma is planning for tomorrow? Sounds like he's bringing in another witness. Another witness? Considering we were up against Manfred Von Karma, who, despite the silly voices chat has me giving him, is, like, actually a terrifyingly, powerful prosecutor? It's not bad. He didn't do that bad. We didn't get thrown out. Edgeworth is still not convicted. This could be significantly worse. Admittedly, we have, like, no legs to stand on aside from the gun was in the wrong hand, but, like, that is doubt. Oh, right. He said something about that in the trial today. Oh boy, here we go. What was I doing for this? Horrific combination of Robbie Rotten and Dracula intonation, I think. In my own horrible, poorly done way. There were 2 witnesses. I was wondering who that other witness was. Who was it? Yeah, there we go. We'll get more of that in a bit. Sorry, pal. As much as I'd like to, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. Right. You still think this was a setup by spreading the lake monster rumors? Oh, man. Oh, this case. I mean, you might not be wrong. Prosecutor Edgeworth. Oh, right. I wanted to ask you something about Edgeworth. What's up? Is he afraid of earthquakes? I never heard anything about that before. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't talk about himself too much, see? But there's one thing that's clear as day. Him hating crime the way he does, and him becoming a prosecutor, and him being scared of earthquakes. It all started with that incident. Speaking of, this case getting wild. Yeah, that incident. The DL6 incident? Yeah, that's the one. 15 years ago. When he saw his father shot before his very eyes. He still feels the pain now. You can see it in his eyes. Yeah, so we now know who the victim of the DL6 incident is. It was Edgeworth's father. Oh boy. I also wanted to talk to you about Maya Fey. Huh? She's not out on bail yet? That's strange. I told them to just let her go as soon as they had their report written up. Man, I don't know what would have happened in that courtroom today if it weren't for her. Seeing her get dragged out by the bailiff. I'll be honest with you, pal. I shed a tear or two. Mr. Edgeworth, he was so moved that I saw his lip trembling. Really? Cold as ice Edgeworth. He was really grateful for what she did, you know. I'm gonna head back to the station. I'll get the report on Maya and get her out of there as soon as I can. Gumshoe, you're a sweetheart. Thank you. You are doing your best. I believe in you. Thank you. Oh, wait. I was wondering, how much is bail going to be? Don't worry about it. Mr. Edgeworth is posting the whole amount. Oh, Edgeworth. Edgeworth is actually paying for Maya's bail. Aw, sweetie. What? Edgeworth? Didn't I tell you? He's grateful to her for what she did. Alright, pal. Well, don't forget to go pick her up, okay? Stop by the detention center in a bit, otherwise you won't progress the plot, it warns. Frosted Tips Edgeworth. Oh god. That's a weird image. I'm sure someone's made fan art of it somewhere out there in the world. Maybe I can get Edgeworth to pay this month's rent too. Phoenix. Speaking of how Maya and Phoenix are gonna pay rent. There's food and some magazines on the sheet. It takes a pretty tough skin to camp in this cold. I don't think Lotta takes very good care of her SUV. It's covered in dents. Oh my god. I can't believe anyone would drive their car down here. I wonder why she brought a camping cooker with her. There's a convenience store right up the street. I guess she wanted to get in the outdoor spirit. Yes, feel like you're camping in the middle of a city, of course. Slide to the left a little bit. Lotta's cameras staring out at the lake, as usual. Even a novice like me can tell that camera must cost a pretty penny. I hope she doesn't leave it out here to get stolen. Yeah, this is a public park, and she's just leaving really expensive camera equipment out in the open. Is there anyone around, or are we just gonna go see Maya? Let's see. Boat rental shop. Looks like the boat rental shop is closed today, too. Interesting. Alright. We do need to go pick Maya up because it would be mean to just leave her sitting in the detention center. Hey Nick, you finally came! It's been like 5 minutes, Maya. They just finished the paperwork and I'm free to go. Free at last, huh? Those interrogators were really mean. They were like, okay, what did you do this time? Oh my god. I love that it's canonical that, like, Maya walks in the room and the detective is just like, oh no, not again. Like I was some kind of criminal. Can you believe it? Well, they let you out in the end, didn't they? Oh, that reminds me. Thanks for the bail. Thank Edgeworth. Huh? He posted bail for you. Said he was grateful for what you did. Mr. Edgeworth did that? I have to make it up to him. We've got to win this case, Nick. Oh. What do you think we should do? We're kind of lacking in the clues department. We could go to the park and look for Gordy. I was kidding. Still, if there are any clues out there, the park's as good a bet as any. What do you say? Shall we head down there? Sure. Have you noticed anything lately? You know, I did notice one thing while I was in here in detention. Detention? What the heck is a detention? Detention. It's actually pretty comfortable here. It's warm and they keep it really clean. I meant, have you noticed anything about the case? Well, not much more than that, no. She's probably still upset about Mia. I should leave her alone. Alright, let's move and not think about Mia for a bit. Nothing to worry about. We can handle it without her. We'll be fine. I hope we can handle it without Mia. I mean, we'll see. You would believe Maya pronounces it as detention in order to be cute. You know what? Probably. There aren't many cops around today, are there? They're probably back at the precinct, working up a case against Edgeworth. Hey, y'all. It's Lotta. Y'all really did it today. What did we do now? No, I'm not complaining. See, I did a little thinking, a little self-reflection, you might say. I realized that being a witness is a mighty big responsibility. But I just went up there and started blabbing any old thing that came to mind. Lotta. So, you see, I wanted to make it up to y'all. Make it up? What did you think of the trial? To be honest, I was doing it just to say I'd been a witness. Yeah, her conscience has finally showed up. Even though I didn't really see anything. I kind of convinced myself I had, though. I'm sorry, I know I caused y'all a lot of trouble. Well, memory is a tricky, vague little thing. Yeah, I sure know that now. I'll be fine the next time I'm a witness for murder. Right. You mean the first time you witness a murder? What about Gordy? I love how I said, what about Gordy, as I clicked on the option, and then the actual line was, what about Gordy? Right. Well, the way I figure, the trial's only stoking the flames of Gordy fever. I'll get my exclusive photos and rocket to stardom. All right, Lotta, you go, girl. I wish I could be an investigative photographer, too. Finish your spirit medium training first. Lotta, what do you mean by making it up to us? Well, you see, actually I got a bit of information for you. What? That Von Karma didn't want me to say nothing about it. Oh. Oh, okay, Lotta, I'm listening. What did Von Karma not want you to say? Maya could do spirit photography, that'd be cool. You're late, you were catching up to My Hero Academia. Well, that's okay, Glebov. That's a good show. I am nowhere near caught up to it, either in the anime or manga, though. Welcome, Glebov, though. This week has been chaos. I feel like that goes for a lot of people in chat right now. But, what did Von Karma not want you to say? What information? Now we're getting to the heart of it. See, I reckoned we might be able to do ourselves a little exchange. Exchange? I thought this was to make it up to us? Right. I propose a little exchange to make it up to you. What? Information don't come cheap, my friend. You started your new job and your schedule shifted a ton? I can imagine. Hi. I see you thinking, my, how unsophisticated these southern folks are. It's written all over your face. Let me tell you, most southerners are way more sophisticated than you. Doesn't that also imply most southerners are way more sophisticated than you, Lotta? I'm just the exception, okay? Well, what'll it be? We gonna deal or not? I don't really think we have a choice to not have a deal. Yeah. What do we do now, Nick? We gotta go deal. We don't have any other leads, so I don't really think we have a choice here. Okay, how much? Huh? You completely off your rocker. I may not be sophisticated, but I'm not trying to rob the poor. You wonder what she was in the original Japanese? Hokkaidan, Osakan? I don't actually know. It would be interesting to look through the Japanese dialogue and see what her original dialect was before the game got, Americanized. Huh? Oh god, here we go. Yeah, she also did just indirectly call Phoenix poor. The only fair exchange for information is information. Listen good. What I need from you is information about Gordy. Whoa. Gordy? But Gordy doesn't... I mean, Gordy might not exist. Then bring me proof that shows he don't. I'll be keeping watch from the car, okay? You see something, y'all coming to me first. You're pretty sure she was Osakan? I don't know, but good to know. Okay. Right, see y'all later. Okay, Nick, let's get hunting. Hunting? You don't seriously mean... Gordy? I sure do. What about Edgeworth? We're searching for Gordy for him, Nick. Don't you get it? Okay. And how exactly do we search for a make-believe monster? Maybe we can find a monster myth specialist? We don't really know anyone like that, do we? That is a big steel samurai. What's that? The steel samurai, Nick. Yo, Maya. Oh no, it's Will Powers. Clearly that's Will Powers. It's not just the steel samurai. Larry? What the heck is that? Oh, it was my girl Keonce's idea. She was all, if you like put this here, it would be like really cool. Dude, she gave it to me along with the banner. Well, apparently Keonce owned it, actually. He did not sculpt it, unfortunately. Wow, that's real impressive that she could find those for you. Well, she knows a lot of people. And that show's finished now, so she got them for free. Right. It's a big blow up, unfortunately. Yeah, it's not, a statue that Larry literally made overnight. Let's talk about Edgeworth, Larry. Yo, Nick. What happened with Edgy? Well, we made it through the first day in court, alright. I don't know how good our prospects from here on are, though. Hey, Larry? Did you know Mr. Edgeworth's secret weakness? He's terrified of earthquakes. Maya, you have no idea what that means. He acts like a little boy. Huh? That's weird. I don't think he was ever like that in grade school. No? Really? Well, we were only in the same class for a little bit. He transferred schools pretty quickly. Transferred? Right. When the DL6 incident happened. Doesn't it look like Larry knows about it, though? His weakness is men with pointy hair. Chat. Okay. Hey, Larry. When did you get that big thing? Huh? Oh, the big guy! I've had that for about a month, yeah. It's a big hit with the kids. Why wasn't it there yesterday? Huh? Oh, right. The compressor was busted. Compressor? Yeah, it's that little unit by my hot dog stand. That's what I use to put in the air in the Steel Samurai. Phoenix, listen. When does Phoenix not get himself in some deal of immense trouble? It broke a little while ago, so I sent it in for repairs. Oh. And here I thought you'd inflated it by yourself. Is there anything else we need from Larry right now? Let's see about that compressor, since the game specifically pointed it out. Oh, what's this machine? That's the compressor. I use it to fill up that balloon there with air. Huh, neat. Just got a repair yesterday. Man, what a drag that was. Doesn't that steel samurai look a little out of place? I mean, it's so huge. I guess it's good advertising. Something about the steel samurai just doesn't work for me. Huh? Really? It looks pretty well made to me. Still a novice, aren't you, Nick? The sweating sprite makes you suspicious, even though you know Larry is a good boy. Yeah, I mean, Larry is good. Larry is a bit dumb, but he's a good boy nonetheless. Really. True connoisseurs like Cody and me don't fall for this kind of stuff. These Steel Samurai fans are obviously in a league of their own. Shout out to Phoenix having a pleasant chat with his friends while his client is at the risk of being executed. Well, I mean, our current task, for the record, Glebov, is to look for Gordy. So to say that we're kind of up Schitt's Creek without a paddle would be an understatement. These flags look sadly out of place here, flapping listlessly back and forth in a cold wind under a cold sky. I don't know, I think it gives the place a kind of festival atmosphere. It reminds me of the War of the Eyeglasses. The War of the what? Huh? What? You mean you don't know the War of the Eyeglasses? What the heck is it? Our local fair used to do it every summer. I guess we were the only ones. I ask again, what the heck is it? What is a War of the Eyeglasses? I said the name of a TV show. I do believe I did, yes. Found the bay leaf in your soup? Schitt's Creek. Yes, there is a TV show out there called Schitt's Creek. Gosh, what am I... Who do we want to talk to next? I guess we can go see Gumshoe again, because there's no way we're finding Gordy. It's you acting shocked that someone from Idaho has never been to Clam Fest. True. Gosh. Okay. Criminal Affairs Department. Is Gumshoe back? December 26th. Police Department. Criminal Affairs. Hey there, pal. What's up? You look out of sorts. Wait, you didn't go and do something that's gonna hurt Mr. Edgeworth's case again. What do you mean, again? Whatever, have a seat, pal. That is a cute plushie on the black window. Ah, yes, a very cute plushie that will in no way be relevant to our lives at all. It's fine. Yeah, that thing. You can tell that someone is not particularly familiar with this franchise when they call the Blue Badger cute. I'm here for you if you need anything. Besides money, that is. That's fine, Gumshoe. We don't need money from you. Let's talk. How's the investigation going? How's the investigation proceeding? It's not really. Nothing terrifying about that reaction at all. What, that people who haven't played Ace Attorney think the Blue Badger is cute? And that Technicolor Dusty called it a horrific monster? No, it's nothing to be concerned about, really. The Blue Badger will not be relevant in our life in any way. We have another meeting coming up. We're supposed to talk about Mr. Edgeworth's motive. His motive? See, Mr. Edgeworth's father died in the DL6 incident, and the guy who got the lone suspect declared innocent was a victim in this case. Why would he wait 15 years, though? Honestly. Robert Hammond. They're saying that's why Mr. Edgeworth shot him. And Edgeworth never talks about his past. I bet they'll drag that out and hit him with it in court tomorrow, too. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. You gotta admit, it doesn't look good, pal. You like Trucy? Yes, you are not the only one who likes Trucy in chat, Tracer. Say, Detective Gumshoe, do you know Gordy? The monster down in Gourd Lake? Not personally, no. Well, we're looking for it. Huh? Are you out of your minds? You got time to go wild monster hunting? How about doing a little questioning for me, then? Oh. Detective Gumshoe is scaring me, Nick? I told Detective Gumshoe about the deal with Lotta. Nick, try telling him sooner next time. Sorry. I see, pal. Sorry for shouting at you. Okay. I, Detective Gumshoe, will aid your search for Gordy. Huh? I'll loan you one of our newest secret weapons for finding evidence. Are we actually being granted some sort of forensics tool? Really? You can take whichever one you like. Okay, give us the tools. Oh, it's time. Hold on now. Everything in due time. First, let me show them to you. These are our best and brightest. Oh. Introducing secret weapon number 1, Missile. Missile? He's a canine police dog still in training. Missile! Missile! Here, boy! Oh, I'm so happy! Baby. Yes, Missile is a baby. He's a pupper. Here he is. Hey, he's cute! Look, Nick, cute dog! A cute dog. And this will help us... How? I don't know, he's already been giving me serotonin and all he does is bark. Next, secret weapon number 2. A fishing pole. Here, this is my own personal pole. Must take dog. Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for a monster. Yeah. How are we supposed to catch a whole sea monster with a fishing pole? Never know till you try, pal. Okay, this next one's the last one. No, please, I'm already overwhelmed by our choices. Secret weapon number 3, a metal detector. Oh god. We have a lot of choices here. We're gonna take the dog, obviously. Here. Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for something alive. Right. How are we supposed to find it with a metal detector? Hey, you never know. It might have been eating soda cans. Well, which will it be? I can't make up my mind, Nick. They all seem so perfect. Yes, Missile was based on the creator of the series, Shu Takumi's dog, whose name was also Missile. And yes, Missile does not only appear in the Ace Attorney games, but he is also relevant to Ghost Trick, which you can see a full playthrough of over on Technicolor Dusty's channel. Can't make up my mind either, for the totally opposite reason. Oh well, I suppose it can't hurt to borrow one of them. Borrow Missile, borrow Missile. Yes, if you can play Ghost Trick, I do recommend you do. It's a good game. I'm not sure why my brain decided to say that 3 times. Can we borrow Missile? Sure thing, pal. Be good to him. Listen, Gumshoe, if I wasn't good to him, Shat would kill me. He's so cute! Oh boy. Canine unit Missile borrowed from Detective Gumshoe. A canine unit in training. Very cute, with shiny eyes. Alright, let us take the puppy to the lake and see what we can find. Oh, I remember what Missile gets you. I'm so ready for this. Hey, Nick? Missile's been acting strangely. Missile? Oh, right. That little creature of the detectives. Nick, what the fuck? It's a dog. Are you a cat person or something? Hey, I love little doggies. Good boy. Good boy. What's wrong, Missile? Missile! Missile! Whoa, stop that thing! Cannibal, it's eating my samurai dogs! My samurai dogs. Wow, he ate every single one. You thought we finished Undertale? Oh no. Here, the dog eats every single hot dog. I'm sorry, Larry. Sorry, don't pay my bills, Nick. It's going to have to this time. Missile. Here. Hey Larry, look, it's Missile. Isn't he cute? Keep that mud away from me. What am I gonna tell the big boss? There's a big boss in charge of your hot dog stand? Nick, maybe the stand is a front for a mafia money laundering scheme. Maya, I think you should probably try to look a little sorry about what happened. Oh, right. My poor dogs. Okay. Yes, that is the benefit you get from Missile. I'm not kidding. Missile is very useful for literally eating all of Larry's hot dogs, and I think that's like all he does for you. Out of the 3 items, Missile just eats everything. You forgot that's all he does, Spy Check? Yeah, no, I'm like 90% sure that Missile only just eats the hot dogs at all of Larry's hot dogs, and then that's it. That's all you get out of the dog. Choice well chosen. We have taken away Larry's income. Boat rental shop. It's always so quiet here. Okay, but consider we can show people to him. I'm pretty sure it's later game. It's a later game where you gotta pick Missile. Yes, it is not in Ace Attorney 1 where you need to pick Missile. In Ace Attorney 1, he just eats all the samurai dogs and growls at Larry. I wonder if that boat shop is closed for good. Well, with the murder on the lake and all, they're probably just taking a vacation until it all blows over. I get it. Oh yeah, this is where we need... I need to go get the metal detector. I'm sorry, chat. We will see Missile again. And I'm sure he will continue to be a very chaotic dog. Yeah, this is to assure chat that Missile will very much be back. Okay. I have to take back the last one I rent you. Department policy. Well, take your pick. Which will it be? Sorry, Missile. We are going to borrow the metal detector for now. Can we borrow that metal detector? Sure thing, pal. I'm not sure what we're gonna find with this. Remember, you're hunting a monster. Anything is possible. Anything. Oh god. Makes a noise when metallic objects are near. A useful detection device. So yes, unfortunately, Missile is not the correct answer for what we need, but he does give you, like, a lovely scene. We got to take him for a walk and feed him hot dogs. It's a blessed day. Did we really need anything else from the puppy aside from to feed him hot dogs? Ooh. Nick? It's beeping! The metal detector's found something. Sure is loud enough about it. Whatever it is, it must be in those bushes. Go check it out, Maya. Why do I have to check it out? That sounded like the fire alarm in your building. Yeah, kind of sounded like the one in mine, too. They made it really sound like a smoke detector, huh? They picked the absolute most stringent possible tone for that. Nick? Look. Huh. An air tank. The valve looks broken. I thought it was Gordy. Maya, first of all, why would Gordy be in the bushes? And second of all, why would a metal detector react to a sea monster? You're gonna listen to the Blue Badger song to cleanse your palate? Sounds like a good plan. Oh. OMG, Pika, remember the fire alarms at our school dorms? It was more like a sci-fi klaxon than a fire alarm. I can't forget them. There were two specific incidents I can't forget. One time in freshman year at like 6 a.m. they went off during finals week right after I had finished all of my exams and was trying to sleep. And one time when I was a sophomore, someone got drunk, they hit the fire alarm, they didn't realize that they hit the fire alarm and thought there was an actual fire, so the drunk dude picked up the fire extinguisher and sprayed all of the walls with the fire extinguisher fluid. At 2 a.m. It was a time. Things that only happen in college dorms. There's something wrapped around this air tank. How had you never heard of it? I don't know. I'm pretty sure I made a Twitter post about it at the time. There's an air tank here that has stuff wrapped around it. It looks like a string of flags. Well, we might as well take it now that we found it. It's heavy. So a full air tank of dubious value retrieved. Oh, I love it when the game assigns items stuff like that. Dubious value. Oh yeah, sleeping on garbage days no matter where you live is annoying. What about the guy in the bushes fell out a window or something? Oh god, yeah. That's another story, but it didn't involve the fire alarm. The little pickups are great, hastily stuffed into pocket, dubious, an air tank of dubious quality. This is a surprise tool that will help us later. So when I was also a sophomore, we just had awful neighbors when I was in sophomore year, basically. My roommate could tell you the story better because she witnessed it directly, but there was a party in the apartment next door, and a guy got super freaking drunk again, and decided that he wanted to leave the building by jumping out of the window on the 3rd floor into the bushes below. Hell of a night. Just hell of a night. Alright, let's show Larry our dubious air tank. He was fine in the end, but, like, it's not a good idea to leave the building through the 3rd floor window. What? An air tank? What about it? Larry, I wanted to ask you about this tank. Is it yours? Say, is this air tank yours? Why would I have a thing like that? Look, you see how there's a string of flags around the tank valve? It's just like the string of flags around your steel samurai there. I love that we get the freaking, cornered music for this. Must be a coincidence. Sadly, you don't have any interesting drunk guy stories. That is sad. I have a lot, mostly from sophomore year, which was, you know, the year that we had bad neighbors. There's strings of flags everywhere these days. Like the elementary schools. And used car dealerships. Look, why would I need an air tank anyway? To inflate something. You used this to inflate that, didn't you? Inflate what? What else? The big puffy steel samurai? No, why would you go asking me a question like that? Yeah, I love the court music mid-investigation. Looks like I hit the nail on the head. The junior year neighbors. Yeah, I had to interact with one of the CAs at our school about my sophomore year neighbors, and they did nothing. So my mother had to specifically complain. Because how do I put this delicately? The same neighbors who had one of them try to jump out the window when they were drunk, smoked weed inside the building with no ventilation. So basically they just filled the entire floor with fumes. Do everyone a favor if you're gonna smoke inside of a building and actually, like, ventilate your room. Oh, CA has a different meaning at your school and it gave you whiplash, sorry. Right. Actually, see, the compressor I always used was on the fritz, so I tried using the tank to inflate it just once. And, it didn't go so well. As I suspected. Ask more about it. It didn't go so well. Yeah. Shout out to the freshman year dude who hotboxed the laundry room. That's basically what the window did. Oh my god. Yeah, my roommate's other story with those neighbors. Can you be more quiet in the morning? All the liberal arts college flashbacks. Yep, basically. So to explain that story, this is a PG-13 stream, so we will refer to the activity that was heard next door as adult fun time. Essentially, my roommate kept hearing the neighbors having adult fun time at, 7 in the morning every single day. So she went next door to explain to the girl living there about that. And she was like, could you guys please be quieter or, you know, not do it so loud so early in the morning? The girl replied, oh, I haven't been. Oh, I like playing Scrabble better. I haven't been playing Scrabble at 7 in the morning. Needless to say, when I got back, my roommate was sitting, Kat was just sitting at the table with this expression on her face like, oh God, what have I done? And, next door, the neighbor was just screaming at her boyfriend. Yeah, basically, yeah, she caught the neighbor's boyfriend cheating on her, so that was a day. Those neighbors just, I have too many stories of them, honestly. Do you think you could be a little more specific? Come on. Look, it's embarrassing, so I really don't want to talk about it. Tell us! Tell us! Fine. Whatever. It's like I said, that compressor was busted. So I took the tank and tried to fill the Steel Samurai up with that. Listen, people vandalizing a common room is not the weirdest thing I think I've seen in common rooms. Though frankly, half the stories I heard people talking about in a common room are so, like, I couldn't tell you about them in this stream. Especially not the bathroom dude. That one is not stream appropriate. And then, blam. The valve busted open and made this incredible noise, and that tank there took off like a rocket. People do treat common rooms like frat houses, basically. And it took my poor deflated Steel Samurai with it. What? Off into Gourd Lake? It sure scared me out of my gourd, that's for sure. So, the flying air tank. It made a loud bang, and then it flew into the lake. When did this happen? So the tank and the Steel Samurai you were trying to fill up flew away. What happened next? Well, all that happened on the 20th or so. The 20th. A week ago. So this all happened on the 20th. When did the monster appear in Gourd Lake again? Now, as far as I could see, the tank went flying out into the lake. So I went out every night in a boat looking for it. I mean, Keonce gave me that Steel Samurai after all. And when did you find it? Just the night before last. Larry, did you witness the fucking murder, Larry? Larry. It flew all the way out there. Larry, why do you have to have your sticky fingers in every case? He just does. Took me 4 whole days to find it. The night before last was the night of the murder. Sorry for not telling you, Nick. Actually, I was here on the night of the murder. But you see, I went home before midnight. So you didn't know about what happened? No. That's too bad. It's not all bad. We've solved one mystery at least. A mystery? Maybe we should go tell her. Let's go break the bad news to Lotta. 'Cause we know what the thing in the lake was now. It wasn't Gordy. Hey, y'all. Well, y'all find anything about Gordy? No, nothing. Well, keep moving. It gets cold out here at nighttime. It's a little chilly. I think I have to sneeze. Whoa, no you don't. No sneezing. What? I told y'all no sneezing. See, I set the camera to respond to things a little softer than a bang. It'll trigger on one of Von Karma's finger snaps now. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, sorry's nice, but what about my film? Nick, pay the lady. We have no money, Maya. Well, Mr. Lawyer, I got the info y'all need. Y'all got the scoop on Gordy for me yet? Gordy doesn't exist. In the year of our Lord 2016, she still uses physical film. This implies that Lotta is a hipster of some variety. Lotta? There is no such thing as Gordy. What? How can y'all be so sure? Really, Nick? Y'all got some proof that Gordy don't exist? The proof that Gordy doesn't exist is here. Of course I have proof. No lawyer worth his badge would make a claim without proof to back it up. Here's the proof that Gordy doesn't exist. Sorry, buddy. This is like telling kids about Santa, but we gotta do it, chat. Larry's air tank? What are y'all doing with an air tank? This is Gordy. Excuse me? What exactly are you saying, Nick? There's a stand near here. A hot dog stand. There's a giant inflatable samurai doll there. About a week ago, an idiot, who happens to be a friend of mine, tried to fill it. He used this air tank, and when the valve blew, it flew off into the lake. Apparently, it made a pretty loud bang when it flew. A bang. The tank, along with the still deflated samurai, fell into the lake. At the same time, a couple was taking a photograph of the lake. This photo. Wait, so you're saying that Gordy is really the steel samurai? By this logic, Gordy is Will Powers. Now you feel bad. Don't make that face, Lotta. Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate. Well, that's a fine way to ruin a girl's dreams. I'm sorry, Lotta. Nah, it's okay. You win. I'll give you your info, as I promised. Poor Lotta. So tell us this information you have? A promise is a promise, I guess. I overheard the cops around here saying something about the witness tomorrow. They said he's the caretaker of the boat rental place up the path here. Boat rental? There's someone there? I mean, it looks so deserted. Just an old guy living by himself. Y'all should go check it out. Thanks, Lotta. We will. Let's get cracking, Nick. Hold on. Something else? Yeah, the night of the murder. My camera clicked twice, you know? Wait, so you have another photo? Well, yeah, but there's nothing at all in it, just the lake. I figured it wouldn't be much use as evidence, so I kept it to myself. Well, it might not be helpful at all, but... Here, take it. Shows an empty lake, taken automatically at 12:24 at 11:50 p.m. Oh, we have a timeline now. Bye now. Y'all take care. Time for me to pack up and leave. Poor Lotta. It's all Larry's fault. The legend still lives on, I guess. The legend? Yeah, the legend of Larry. Familiar to all who know him for any length of time. When something smells, it's usually the butts. The lake was empty at the time of the second shot. Was it like an echo? See, that's the interesting thing. That implies that a sound was heard. Some sort of shot or very loud noise. But wherever that came from wasn't where the camera was pointed at. Right? Someone should whip that butts into shape. You don't know how literally your words are going to be taken. Anyway, don't worry about that. Boat rental shop. Could be at the boathouse or in the woods. If it's at the boathouse, it might implicate our client. Also, why did one party popper cause the camera to waste an entire room of film when the gunshots only got one each? Anime logic. So... Wait. Chat, we have a conspiracy here. 2 photos. The first photo is actually earlier. The second lake photo is earlier. Taken automatically at 12:24 at 11:50 p.m. Says second lake photo, right? The first lake photo was taken automatically on 12:25 at 12:15 a.m. Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Hey, Nick. This is the boat shop that Lotta was talking about. You're right. Doesn't seem to be anyone around at all. Well, let's go check it out anyway. Santa did it. Small boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone's around. They're probably closed because of the murder. You love seeing chat make conspiracies? Me too. There are some boats floating at the dock. The murder took place in a boat from this dock. Apparently the police took away the actual boat that was used that night. Indeed, there is space for one more boat at the dock. There's more forest off that way. I doubt I'll find any helpful clues in there. Well, it's time to go see that caretaker. Oh god. There he is. The fucking parrot. The parrot is here. The parrot. Oh, man. I was feeling real ennui, but the sight of this bird immediately brings up an emotion I cannot describe. It is a very big parrot. Meg, that you? Hey, is that Keith with you? Where have you two been? I've been worried sick. Nick, you handle this? I think we'll leave this one up to you, Maya. Meg! Yes? Finally made up your mind, have ya? My mind? You'll run the pasta shop when I'm gone. Pasta? Glad to hear it, glad to hear it. You'll make your old man proud. When you kids left the house, I didn't know what to think. How am I supposed to keep this place running, an old man like me? Holly, the kids are home. Hello, hello. Ah! Nick, what was that? A parrot. The one on that perch. How many substances has he ingested? Yes. Keith. Yes? I leave the wet noodle in your capable hands, Sonny. Nick? What's the wet noodle? Based on the available evidence, I'd say it's the name of his pasta shop. That's a relief, isn't it, Polly? Hello, hello. Ah. Yup. He fell asleep. I guess he's relieved. I want to talk to his bird. Wow, what an amazing parrot that is. Good morning. Hello? It ignored me. What, you forgot, Meg? You gotta call her name first. Her name? Polly, how you been? Hello, hello. What? See? Neat. So the parrot's name is Polly. You know what the scary part is, chat? The fact that this parrot has been added to the court record means that the parrot is going to be relevant to the case. The erstwhile companion of the boat shop caretaker answers to the name Polly. Too bad all she can say is hello. Old Polly can say lots of things. You just need to know the secret words. The secret words? Polly, Polly, what's your name? Polly. Cute. Maya's found a new friend. Looks like a kitchen unit. It's pretty clean. Funny, he doesn't look like the type to keep things tidy like that. You're forgetting, Nick. He's running a pasta shop here. Right, he thinks he's running a pasta shop. Wow, there's lots of various fish in Gourd Lake, aren't there? Something's funny, Nick. All these fish are saltwater fish. Well... Wow, he has a television in here too. Look, a little safe. It's locked. Of course it's locked. I wonder if Meg could get the answer to what's in the safe. This fishing pole looks expensive. Is it bad that I've played enough Pokemon in my life that the second I look on this desk, all I can think are lava cookies? You feel bad for this old guy currently. You're not sure if it's an act, but if not, you feel bad for him. Look, Nick, he has an electric blanket on his table. Yes. This traditional American kotatsu. That's a great idea. We should do it at the office. We can sit down with our clients snug and warm and drink hot cocoa. And what? Talk about murders? Aw, you're a party pooper, Nick. The pasta restaurant. Eat your hamburgers, Apollo. You'd ordinarily say it's too exaggerated to be real, but this world is insane. I mean, I remind you, spirit channeling does exist. Pasta shop? Yup. To think the wet noodle will live on when I'm gone. My father started it, you know? So that makes you two third generation. Meg. Yes? Tomorrow we'll start with the secrets of dough tossing. Dough tossing? You too, Keith. Yes? You'll be the best pasta wrangler the West has ever seen. Pasta wrangler. The West? Isn't pasta from Italy? Also, yes, those of you who, like me, have made pasta from scratch before may realize that pizza is the one you toss. Pasta is essentially, well, if you're making an egg pasta, then it's just you make a little volcano with your flour, fill the volcano with eggs, and you smash them all together into kneaded dough. And yes, we once tried to make ravioli without the proper tool. So, that took a while. Meg, yes? You know the best pasta's always made west of the Rockies, don't you? Right, of course. Everybody knows that. It did eventually work. We did get good ravioli out of it, but I, at the time, had no pasta machine, no ravioli plate, and only an ouzo bottle to roll it with. So... yeah, excuse, don't result the NYC Italians, you'll kick his ass. Listen, I'm pretty sure most of the New York Italians would kick his ass for saying that. I did go full Italian grandma that day. I did it all from scratch by hand. I didn't even have the old machine, which I have now. Now I have a hand-cranked pasta making machine that rolls it out for you. It's a lot faster. It's still an arm workout, but it's a lot smoother and easier to do. Next time you guys come over to my place, we should make pasta again, but like with the machine this time, so it'll be easier. How long do we have to keep us up this all in the family charade? This old man must know something about the murder. Is it bad that you have one of those but you use it for clay? No, I don't think that's bad at all. I think that's probably an easy way to get things to the right thickness. And that is actually a really smart way to control the thickness of your clay for crafting projects. I just think it probably wouldn't be able to use it for pasta again. We're not leaving until we find out what he knows. You gotta label which one is for pasta and which one is for clay, then. This is a boat rental shop, right? What are you talking about? This here's the Palace of Pasta, the wet noodle. Though, now that you mention it, we haven't gotten many orders for spaghetti lately. All the kids come up and say, "Yo, dude, we want to ride in one of your boats." That's why I keep them boats out there. Youngsters these days. Darned if I understand them. I'm pretty confused myself. Nick, this isn't going anywhere. But this old man is the witness tomorrow, right? We've got to find some way of getting information out of him. You could use Play-Doh extruders for making noodles? Maybe. It might work. It'd be a weird thickness, though. Well, tell us about Polly. My memory's gotten worse as of late. That's why I just tell everything important to old Polly here. Everything important? Star-shaped noodles would be very cute. I wonder. Holly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. All right. Hey, Polly, watch it, will ya? See, Nick? All it takes is a little clever thinking. And a criminal mind. Quick, Nick, write that number down. Hey, don't get me involved in your little heist schemes. Absolutely. Let's break into this old man's safe. It's locked. Wait, we have the passcode to the safe. Right, you're right. He's right there. Shh, he's asleep. We can unlock it without him noticing. I love how this is the one case where you actually need to, like, present your attorney's badge to basically everyone. That's a lawyer's badge? Yes, it is. I don't believe it. This old guy is the first person to recognize my badge. I get it. Huh? Yep. I got you figured out now. You're not Keith. Nick! Now's our chance to clear things up. Sir. No, I'm not Keith. And I'm not Meg either. We're here investigating a murder that took place on this lake the other night. Please help us? Lawyer, huh? Please, mister. Alright, I'll help. But on one condition. What's that? When this case is all done, you'll run the wet noodle. Sure. Well, Maya, I guess we know how we're gonna pay rent this month. We're about to become the owners of a boat rental / pasta business. Okay, we promise. I guess this is how you own your own business these days. Nick, are you sure about this? Hey, anything to get a case solved. Also, who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodles? I guess so. I think we figured out how to pay our rent this month, Maya. That's my boy. Good for you, Keith. Wait, didn't I just say? You too, Meg. Yes? You bring a tear to your old man's eye, you know. Now, what was it you wanted to know? Speak up, Polly. Hello, hello. Side job as a noodle salesman. Now he's talking to the bird again. Alright, he's awake now. But what do we show him? Let's start with the photo. You will carry this through as a headcanon through the entire game franchise that Phoenix just owes a noodle shop. Yep, I've seen this. You know something about this, sir. Keith. Yes? It's okay. You can call me Dad. Dad, you know something about this. Yup. The other night out on the lake. Yes? I know all about that. I seen it. What? Tell us what you saw. Well, I suppose, since y'all are taking over the shop and all. Please tell us. I forget the time, but it was pretty dark outside. Probably night, yep. It was after midnight, but okay. Then I heard this bang, so I looked outside. Then I heard another one. Bang. A little while later, this boat comes back. Then a young man walked by my window here. He was muttering something to himself, yup. What did he say? Yup. I forgot. I'll remember tomorrow by court time, promise. We need to know earlier than that. You know what? Little Terry was just here. Terry? Yup, that kid's next door. You always used to make him cry, remember? He was wearing this tattered old coat. Got himself some whiskers growing out of his face. He must be talking about Detective Gumshoe? Comes up and tells me to come down to court tomorrow. Really? Somehow I don't think we're gonna get much useful information from this guy. Maya, maybe we should be leaving. I think you're right. Oh wait, I had one more question. Huh? Polly, have we forgotten something? Oh, here we fucking go, chat. Squawk! Don't forget DL6! Squawk! Huh? What did she just say, Nick? One more time, Polly. Don't forget DL6! What? The DL6 incident? So why does she know about that? Well, Mr. Caretaker said that he's been telling Polly everything that he doesn't want to forget, because his memory is starting to go. Polly knows about DL6. Hey, Dad. This is getting weird. Who is this old guy? Why would that bird Polly know about DL6? We have to figure out who that old man is. Oh. What? He locked the door from the other side. Who could that old guy be? I think I need to do a little more research on this DL6 incident. Oh no. Phoenix. Alright, Phoenix, as long as you don't do anything stupid today, please. Ah, but it's Phoenix, you're right. Phoenix always does something stupid. I'm gonna save real quick. Okay. Sorry, Larry, we'll talk to you in a bit. We gotta go investigate DL6. December 26th, Police Department Criminal Affairs. Hey pal, long time no see. You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time? Actually, we wanted to ask you something. Yeah? The boat caretaker. You know the boat rental shop down by Gourd Lake? Oh yeah. The old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right? Huh? How'd you... It's supposed to be top secret. Do you know who that old man is, Mr. Detective? Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. Haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand as a witness. That's why we called Miss Lotta Hart yesterday. As for who he is, we have absolutely no idea. Sounds suspicious. Detective Gumshoe, please help us. Huh? We need to know about the DL6 incident. That was when Edgeworth's father died? I can't help but think it has something to do with this current case. To tell the truth, I don't know much about DL6 either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file. So, I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, pal. What? However, if you can convince me somehow that the DL6 incident is related to this case... Well, I guess I'll consider opening the file up. The bird, right? Yeah, show him the bird. What's that? A parrot? The old man at the boat rental shop's parrot. The parrot knew about that incident. That incident? DL6. What? Polly, have we forgotten something? What? Don't forget DL6. What? Huh? I'm pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word. Yeah, but how would the old man know about the DL6 incident? Oh. Yeeting the parrot at Von Karma is an interesting way to put that. Wait, what if that old man was connected to DL6? Nick, you think he might be? I getcha. Sounds like you need the information on the DL6 incident. Through there is the station records room. I'll give you special permission to go in and find what you need. All right. Way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, to the records room. I guess it's time we faced Edgeworth's past. It's fine. We're not about to have some angsty hours. December 26th, Police Department Records Room. Wow, it's amazingly dusty. 10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess. Let's find that DL6 stuff quick. 15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We're almost through the 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of DL6? Nick, I found out where the file is. Oh, thanks. Just let me know what you want to know about the DL6 incident. I'll go get the right file. The case summary. Well, first I have to get a handle on the main facts, like a summary. Right. Summary, found it. Here you go. December 28th, 2001. That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow. I'm sure that won't be relevant at all. So in 2 days, the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse. What? Is this the same district courthouse where we're holding the trial now? Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. that day. Part of the court building collapsed and all of the lights went out. Wow, that was some earthquake. At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours? That would be scary, like that in the dark. There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator, and the survivors were unconscious. The survivors. One of those 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it? He said that his father was shot before his very eyes. So Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in the elevator. So, like, exactly the same as this victim? Isn't that interesting? Do you have data on the victim, Edgeworth's father? Yeah, hold on. Victim, here, found it. Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. He had lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son, Miles. Miles Edgeworth, of course. So he was in the elevator with his father. From the angle of the bullet and other evidence, it could not have been suicide. Well, it was. If you look at the photo we have from the incident, the bullet was shot through the door. So whoever or however it happened, it was shot through the door. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. Gregory. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Where have I heard that before? A pistol fired 2 times, shot the victim in the heart. Doesn't look like it could have been a suicide. through it. Either someone shooting outward or outside shooting inward. I imagine this would hurt after the game you just played, Dusty. Huh. It sounds just like this current case. What's going on here? Suspect data. Got any data on the suspect in there? That would be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on. This is it. The man arrested as the suspect in DL6 was Yanni Yogi? He was a clerk in the court, apparently. So he must have been the third person in the elevator. Yeah, no one in chat is allowed to slander Gregory Edgeworth. Yanni Yogi, not quite Yami Yugi. Well, then he had to have done it. But he was found innocent, thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond. Hammond, the victim of our case. Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived, so much so that he had brain damage. He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared. Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder? He may be closer than we think. I guess we know generally what happened in DL6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth. Nick? Are we gonna take the whole file? There's too much. We'll never get it out. You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? Right. That's probably all we'll be able to find here. Now all that's left is the trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will do testifying in court. Oh, I'm sure we're not about to have a painful time. Alright. It's time, chat. Do they not have a Xerox machine there? I mean, I think they would. Again, 2001. December 27th, 10 a.m., District Courtroom, number 3. Oh boy, I get to do this voice again. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, apparently the prosecution is ready. Who is the judge here, anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well. No opening statement, so... Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Order, order. Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Bah! Must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I call my witness now. Right. I call my witness, my decisive witness, to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner. Witness, state your profession. Oh, I'm sorry, is Phoenix's opening statement a joke to you? I mean, to Von Karma? Yes. Yes, it is. I'm the proprietor of the restaurant, the Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. And I also rent boats.
The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct?
Yup, I was.
Please testify.
Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Raise an objection. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet.
Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah!
I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes.
Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate.
It's literally his job to not cooperate with you. This man is gonna give me a brain aneurysm. You wouldn't be shocked if at some point in this series there's a trial of a literal kangaroo. The witness will state his name. This is... well, I'm not really sure. What do you mean? My memory.
Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the past several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name.
He can't recall, you say?
Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify.
Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we? Witness? Here we go. First testimony of the night. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight, yup. Okay, nope. Well, maybe nope. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats, as usual. You're gonna tell me no one said this guy's name once in the last 2 or 3 years? It isn't on his mail or his tax forms? And then I heard a bang. Yup. When I looked out at the window, I saw a boat just floating at the lake. Hold on. There were 2 shots, and the first one wouldn't have killed the guy. Then I heard another bang. We know there's only 2 photographs, and they are 25 minutes apart. That doesn't track at all. Yeah, chat's gonna have a field day with this one. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. Very well, I'd like to begin the cross-examination. Listen, bitch.
There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony.
Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict, now. Yes? Mr. Wright?
Cross-examine. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness.
Very well, you may begin. Did you guys see that animation he just did? Keep that fucking animation in mind, will ya? If an actual lawyer acted like this, it would A, get them disbarred, and B, completely discredit his case. Grabs his shoulder. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma. 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well, then let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness.
Yeah, I will remind you, chat, that Japan has like a 99% guilty verdict rate. Alright, first things first, we need to figure out who that guy was who walked by his window. A man walked by your window. Who walked by your window? Yup, by my window. Right outside my window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. I have a bad feeling about this. That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Oh. You would press every statement just to spite Von Karma. That's fair. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad. Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead, as he was walking by, to press it all very slowly. What, you want me to stream until the wee hours of the morning just to piss off Von Karma? Witness, are you sure? I was going to say certain, but it's actually sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth. It was him, that Edgeworth boy. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. Von Karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. As of 2018, the US felony conviction rate is 68%. And Japan is higher than us. And Lord knows the amount of people in our country who just take plea deals. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I'd better act quick or this trial is gonna be over. Well, raise an objection. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth that fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And the photograph showing the man firing with his left hand? Exactly. Oh. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? I'm about to get stressed out by this case. Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said I can't believe he's dead, but his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie... Mr. Wright? In a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Ugh. Nick, do we have evidence? Ugh, I need to save. Make myself feel better. It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please? Can you hear me, sis? Please? I need your help. Nick needs you. 3 minutes was perhaps too high of an expectation.
However, 15 isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretations of the facts.
What? No!
Humph. This court finds the defendant...
Fuck.
The accused will surrender to the court immediately to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month of today's date. That is all. The court is adjourned.
Wait!
Who was that just now?
Me!
Huh?
What? Larry!
What are you doing here?
Larry at the last second.
Oh, but what's this? Here comes Larry Butts with a steel chair. Listen, you gotta listen to me. How did he get in here? Hey, listen, in Japan, anyone can go sit in on a court hearing. Larry Butts calls on himself. Von Karma cannot predict the Butts, for no one can predict the Butts. Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park on the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday, but today I remembered it. Remembered what? Did this motherfucker just leap down from the balcony? He did. He really did, though. The gunshot. I heard it too.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's just stress hell right now. Order. What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for an adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot. That night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different than what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Order, order. Well, this is the first time something like this has happened in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed.
Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this.
She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse.
Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse.
You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Yeah, beggars cannot be choosers, Nick. At least it's not old bag. Okay. Right here, right now.
A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned.
Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard.
What is this?
I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Thank you, Judge. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now.
What?
The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. Oh yeah, I think the judge absolutely does not like Von Karma, and this is a little way of getting some petty revenge on him.
After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. December 27th, 10:28 a.m., District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say out there. Larry was at the lake last night? Yes. He said he was looking for the Steel Samurai balloon that flew into the lake. To be fair, he has seen worse. Shh, Chris, we haven't gotten to that yet. Oh, right. And you found the balloon in the air tank that night? Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth? Huh? You say something, right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Yeah, the timing rather might be bringing up the trauma, considering 15 years ago tomorrow his dad died, and now he's specifically being blamed for murder, and now all we have as ammunition is Larry. Perfectly prepared witnesses. Perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to before testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15. Everything's on Larry now. Okay. No pressure, Larry. No pressure at all. December 27th, 10:35 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. We have a lot of work to do with this guy. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. It's coming. Oh, it's coming. That night I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. Phoenix Wright were voice actor who would voice Larry, anime notwithstanding. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Still rubs you the wrong way that the defendant doesn't even give a statement in their cases. Truthful or not, it's relevant info. Must be another Japanese thing. Well, it hasn't happened yet. That was an unusually vague testimony even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's gonna say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's nowhere to go but forward, Nick. Even for this court, the judge knows this whole thing is a sham. You really do know that. Alright, chat. I'll press things to piss off Fun Karma. Something wrong, Mr. Wright. There were so many things wrong I don't even know where to begin. Well, okay. First of all, what time was it? Oh, it was after 11 when I went out on the boat. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited till the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour? Okay, so 11-ish. Interesting. This is kind of the big point to think about. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. But the, dad, as we've been calling him, from the boat rental / noodle shop, said he saw a boat when he heard the gunshot. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Order? Order? Well, Mr. Butts? Whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case. So after you heard the single gunshot, you went home. So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh. Well, Nick? It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions. Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. It's not your fault. We're doing the best we can. Well, we know Lotta heard 2 gunshots. You didn't see a boat, so after I heard the single gunshot, you went home. Where is, Lotta's deposition. I heard 2 sounds like gunshots just after midnight on 12/25. Wait a second, Larry. What? You only heard 1 bang. Are you sure? Yeah, that's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you get to treat me nice and stuff, okay? Mr. Butts. What? You only heard 1 gunshot? Are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. This guy. What? Not sure why he's using headphones. Yeah, also, even if you have headphones on, gunshots will play through the headphones. Edgy's life hangs in the balance and Larry is just being himself. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones. Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? Yeah, fuck yeah, why not? If nothing else, it's gonna piss the hell out of Von Karma. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony, and be sure to include details like your radio. Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. It's lonely, being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud, like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. You remember exactly what the DJ was saying? What was the DJ saying? You were listening to your radio at a high volume? Yeah, what's the big problem? Can a man listen to his radio in peace? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word of what this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me, DJ? An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. It's a Phoenix Wright game. This is not the worst thing you do, Phoenix. So, let's see. Well, let's hear what the DJ said. It's time, chat. What did the DJ say? I'm sure I heard the gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying. Do you now? What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask? Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, "Hey, It's almost Christmas. I heard the gunshot. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Guys and gals and non-binary pals, I think we got a hook in here. Again, Lotta heard the gunshots after midnight. So did the caretaker. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know that I don't scare easy. That is such a good phrase, guys and gals and non-binary pals. It really is, isn't it? I believe the Skate the Infinity dub also had one that was bitches and bros and non-binary hoes, which is a little bit more rude, honestly. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas when he heard the gunshot. Oh, it's time. Indeed, and... almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. There it is. The line that gets passed around the internet every December 24th. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes? But that contradicts the two testimonies we've heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order, order. What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious! What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butts' claim that he heard the gunshot before midnight? I think Larry is right. Larry is not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Oh, bitch, do I have evidence for you. I don't know why I keep calling Von Karma a bitch, but he really is one. Show me the evidence that he was shot before midnight. Well, where's the photo? Second lake photo shows an empty lake taken exactly on 12/24 at 11:50 p.m. And there wasn't anything on the lake. Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on this reads December 24th, 11:50 a.m. p.m. Wrong time. Oh? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Remember the times of hard-coded timestamps in photos? Indeed. Ah, correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that is the case.
Then where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken?
Wow. Shots plural. Then there were 3.
1, 2, 3.
Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera was also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. Also still hung up on that 3rd bullet.
Why would this be?
Don't be fooled, Judge. That camera was set to respond to loud noises.
Yes?
There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot.
Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera.
Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear.
Well, Mr. Wright?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
There's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 was indeed a gunshot?
Can we?
Fuck. I don't remember this part. My memory is failing me. What do I present here? That's a good question. Please show the court evidence if you have any.
Fired 3 times. 3 gunshots. There we go. I have evidence.
This is my evidence. The murder weapon.
Okay. Something about this pistol is bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight.
Order, order.
I'm glad that I caught on to that so quickly. I've played this case like at least twice before, and I'm remembering everything else, but that bit just melted my brain.
That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering what exactly did happen that night on the lake.
Exactly. If this is true, then there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you? Why?
Oh, I better think of something quick.
Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. What's wrong, Nick? I have it. I have it! Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Well, yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case.
What do you mean?
Maya, yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch and I'm gonna run with it.
Right, I mean, is this safe?
I mean, I'm gonna save to make sure it's safe. Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Wright? The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? So you finally realized the truth? There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Oh, honey. The parrot will factor in. Eventually. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on the boat, and Robert Hammond fell in the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. I feel like that's underestimating human ingenuity, but alright. Well? The guilty party has to be none other than the man on the boat. See, here's the problem, chat, that arises from Von Karma's arguments that you might remember from last case. The man on the boat has to be Edgeworth has the same vibe as the man in the Steel Samurai costume has to be Will Powers. I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamps on the photo says 00:15, but Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the 2 men on the boat are. Oh, God. Yeah, it's totally like Edgeworth and the murderer, guys. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. Oh my god, Phoenix. That is quite a twist. What? Are you serious? Yes. Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all of this. Ludicrous! Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer, then. Fuck, I don't know. The murderer's name? Right, it's... Fuck, you know? I mean, we don't know. It's not Lotta. We can't name Von Karma, unfortunately. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah! Again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. Oh yeah, we're blaming the caretaker. The murderer is the caretaker of that boat shop, the old man, my father. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop. Where did he do this? There weren't any other boats on the lake by then. Why would he have to go all the way to the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat?
What? Well then, where did the murder take place? Probably in the boat shop. Show the judge where the murder really took place. Okay. Save for Gregory and Redacted, there really are no good dads in this series. Redacted is... Which Redacted? Boat rental shop. It's gotta be. Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. And yeah, Edgeworth did find the gun on the boat. That way, he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have proof that the boat shop is the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night, he was out on the lake in the boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat? The boat shop. God. Phoenix is galaxy braining this shit right now. Mr. Wright. What happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Okay, this is a fun piece, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. Your brain was considering the boats on the shore as a separate place. Yeah. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. We are the witness now, yes. You love how this case is so complicated the characters have to remind themselves every few minutes to make sure we don't miss anything. Oh, and this is not the most complicated case in the series. No, sir. There's still another case left in this game. I remind you. This was around 1150. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. Yeah, no, the next case is even longer and weirder. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got into the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then, who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? It was the murderer who fired the pistol, obviously, not Edgeworth. The boat shop caretaker. Of course it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice, both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. We're almost through the first game. Time has really flown. Indeed. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. To create a witness, probably. He missed both. He was just trying to get someone to witness this. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness. The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and then he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from his boat himself, leaving the pistol on the boat behind him. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other.
The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, and he threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker. Quickly. Oh boy. Very well. While we are all waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said? Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. Let us hug the poor man, please. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir. Bailiff, we're conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him, quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. So, the murderer has escaped. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. Search warrant has already been issued. Goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. Oh, day three. Day three is fucking bonkers. And Larry Ex Machina, Larry was actually the most useful person in this case, because he wasn't the killer, and he was actually there and present when he heard the gunshot at 11:50. Larry is weirdly enough our MVP here. December 27th, 1:22 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2. Yay, Nick, you did it! Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably gonna get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right? There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now, and I don't know whether or not to tell you.
Edgeworth? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. Well, quite a cliffhanger, ain't it, chat? Unfortunately, we will not get to the insane day 3 of this trial until next week. My apologies to all of you, but it is 10:05 and I must end it off for tonight. I do hope you'll look forward to figuring out Edgeworth's murder nightmares and the rest of this insane case, including who the boat guy is, what Von Karma has to do with all of this, and whether or not we will cross-examine a parrot. Good night, y'all.